Hi everyone, it's Danny and today I'm filming my March favourites video, and I have not filmed a favourites video for so long. It may have been like a year. I remember I filmed one quite a while ago, I think, as one of my first ever videos, and so yeah, that was probably last year. So I have not filmed a favourites video in so long, and the lighting's just gone really sunny, but I'm sorry about that. And yeah, so I have quite a few things to show you. I've just sort of collected the things that I've sort of been loving these past few months, I would say, because it's not just like March, because I haven't made one in so long, so I thought I'd show you like all the things I've been loving recently. First, I'll do fashion because I only have two fashion favourites, and the first thing is my Jeffrey Campbell Coltrane's, and I finally got these. They were in my Get Ready With Me video, and I wanted these for so long, but I never got around to getting them, so it was so expensive and I couldn't warrant spending that much on boots. But then I finally got them and I've been wearing them non-stop, so it's definitely worth it, and they're so comfortable. But I did get a half a size too big because I got told they ran half size small, but because I have quite narrow feet, I think they sort of run normal for my feet shape, I guess. So these are a little bit big, so if I don't wear thick socks, like the back here does cut in a little bit, but it's fine if I wear thick socks. So yeah, I've really been loving these, and you can get these, I don't think you can get them in the UK, but you can get them off like Nasty Gal and Soulstruck and places like that. The next fashion favourite is my American Apparel riding pants, and I have three colours, but my favourite of them all is the black, and they're just sort of, I don't know, like they're a weird material. Hopefully you can sort of see that. They're just sort of like, I don't know, they're quite stretchy and they're really high-waisted. They come up to sort of above your belly button, which I love, and if you want to see them on, just go check out my Get Ready With Me, which I'll link down below. And yeah, I've been loving these. They're such good quality. They were 60 something pounds, but I got mine with 20% off, I think, which made them cheaper, but I would pay the full price for them because they're amazing and I've worn them literally like every single day. And yeah, I love them. And also my Jeffrey Campbell Coltrane's are in that Get Ready With Me if you want to see them on. The next favourite is sort of something I've been loving doing in my room just to relax, and it's burning candles. And my favourite is this Midnight Jasmine Yankee candle. This is an unburnt one because my mum got me a backup because I love it so much, and I have one burning right now, but oh my gosh, it smells so lovely. I'm rubbish at describing scents, so I'm not going to try, but it's a really lovely fresh floral scent, but it's not too like your average floral scent. And yeah, I love this candle. Other ones that I've been loving are the ones from Homebase, which are in a similar jar to this, and I have the Apple Blossom one and I love that. And I've also been loving Primark candles, which is really strange, but they're so cheap and they smell so nice, and they do last quite a while considering they're like £1–2. Next I'm going to move on to makeup, which is the main bulk of my favourites, and well, first I'm going to do skincare, then haircare, then makeup, but it's all sort of like makeup-y bits. So yeah, first I'll start with skincare. The first skincare bit I've been loving is the Garnier Moisture Match Moisturiser for normal skin, and this is the 24-hour illuminating light lotion, and it has SPF 20 and it has lemon extract and it is oil free and it's suitable for sensitive skin. And yeah, it promises a lot of things, but I really think this is a good moisturiser. It was only about £5, I think, but ever since I got it I've been using it every single day, because before that I was using a Caudalie one, I believe, and the Origins Vitazing, and both of them sort of broke me out, but I think that was because they're tinted and I was wearing them sort of every day, and sometimes if I don't wear makeup I just forget to wash my moisturiser off in the night, which I know is bad, but I think that's why, because they have a sheer tint, and I forgot about that and just wore them overnight, and then I think it broke me out a bit. But I do still love them just for sort of wearing day to day and washing them off. So yeah, I know it might be obvious that you should wash it off, but I forgot sometimes. I'm very lazy with that stuff. But anyway, on to the Garnier moisturiser. It is an amazing moisturiser. It's so moisturising, but as it says, it does sink in really quickly and it doesn't make me shiny throughout the day. And this one's for normal skin, but I would say I have combination skin, but I still think this is a really good moisturiser. It moisturises my dry patches and keeps my oily patches from getting oily, and yeah, I love this moisturiser. It's sort of a yellowy colour, if you can sort of see that. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's sort of a yellowy colour, and if I put it on my hand to show you, it's that sort of consistency. but it blends in and just leaves your skin really illuminated. Obviously they have the different types of moisture match, and I'm sure all the others are just as good as this one. I've heard the normal to dry skin one is really good, so yeah, definitely try them out. The next skincare bit is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask, and I've been loving this mask because sort of 3 weeks ago my skin was really dry and it had dry patches and it was really tight and it just wasn't working out for me. It was really annoying, and so yeah, when this arrived in the post, I got this from Boots. It was a lifesaver because I just use this sort of once or twice and it really helps get my skin back to sort of normal condition. And it says to use twice a week or as desired, and gently massage onto clean skin at bedtime and tissue off excess. But I don't tissue off the excess because I think that's a bit of a waste, to be honest, but it does sort of sink in by the morning anyway, and I think this smells really nice and it's paraben free and all that good stuff. I'm not really 100% sure, but Origins are quite natural, and yeah, I really like this. The next skincare bit is a hand cream, and it's a Soap & Glory hand food, and I have the miniature version because I thought it's easier just to carry around with me, and my hands have literally been so dry lately, but whenever I apply this it really does moisturise them, and if I use it sort of ongoing it really does get rid of sort of the dry problem. And I'm a bit slack at applying hand cream, but when I do use this I do see results, and yeah, I really like it. It smells really nice, it feels really nice, it doesn't sort of stop you from doing things. I mean, if you apply it sort of all the time, like throughout the day, then it probably will like affect you a bit with like holding pens and stuff like that, but I find just for like, don't know, everyday activities it doesn't really hinder you in that. So yeah, I've been loving the Soap & Glory hand food. And the final skincare bit is the Murad Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisture for Eyes, and it's just a little sample. I can't remember what I got this in, but yeah, I've been really liking it. I think it was a glossy box actually, but I've been using this as my eye cream sometimes in the day, but recently I've started using a new eye cream, but you'll hear about more about that later. But yeah, I've been really liking this for day or night. It's really moisturising, it sinks in beautifully, and it doesn't really smell of much. It just sort of, I don't know, it just sort of smells like cream, but it doesn't have a fragrance, to be honest. And yeah, I've just been really liking this, and I have actually noticed a difference in my bags and stuff like that since using this, so yeah, I've been loving this. The next thing is a hair thing, and it's the Tony & Guy Casual Sea Salt Texturising Spray, and I have the mini version. It was only sort of £2.50 from Boots, and I really love it. I've been using it to sort of create texture in my hair, and it doesn't really dry out at all. I guess it is a little bit drying because it's sea salt, but it's nothing a good condition can't fix, and it's easy to brush out. And yeah, I've been really liking this for just giving texture to my hair, as it's been like ombre and wave. So yeah, I've really been liking this, and I used it in my previous video on how to create ombre hair with extensions. If you want to go see sort of the effect it gives, or any video where I have my hair like this, I have used it. So yeah, just go check that out if you're interested, and it's really good and it's really affordable. The final hair thing is a hair mask, and it's the, I have no idea how you pronounce this, Haircare or something like that, I have no idea. It's from Space NK, and it just looks like this, and it's in a white pot, and it's the Protein RX Anti-Breakage Treatment Mask, and it prevents damage, restores and rebuilds. And I really like this. I've only used it once, but the one time I did use it, it made my hair so soft, and I used it about a week ago. I hardly ever wash my hair. I wash it maybe once or twice a week. And yeah, so the last time I washed it, I used this, and it made my hair so soft. And it says use it 1 to 2 times a week and leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes on clean damp hair. But I don't know. I don't know if you need to use it that often. Obviously, if you only wash your hair once or twice a week like me, I wouldn't use it every single time you wash it. Maybe sort of every other time. But yeah, I really do like this hair mask. If you have sort of over-processed hair or damaged hair or anything like that, then I definitely recommend it. It was a bit expensive at £24, but I think it's worth it. So look out for this if you want a new hair mask and you're in Space NK. Next, I'm going to move on to makeup, and first I'll show you the 2 foundations I've been loving. And one is a recent purchase, and it is the YSL Le Teint Touche Éclat foundation, and I have no idea how to pronounce anything in French, so I'm sorry if I've got that completely wrong, but yeah, it's just in this lovely gold box, and I'm in the shade BD50, and if I just get it out, it's in this bottle with a gold lid. And yeah, I really do like this foundation. I think it matches me really well, as well as I could get it. None of the other shades really matched me at all. And I think the BDs are sort of the yellow tinted ones, which is definitely what I need. And yeah, I really like this foundation. It is quite expensive. I think it's £28, I'm not sure. But yeah, I really do like this. It's great for sort of evenings or daytime. It does have an SPF of 19, so if you're like photo taking, then it probably isn't the best. But it's illuminating, and I really do like a dewy look at the moment, and I find this is like dewy without like making you oily or anything, so yeah, I really like this foundation. And the next foundation is a drugstore foundation, and it's the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation, and I have the shade 56 Light Bronze, and I really like this foundation. I'm not sure if it's my exact shade match, but I do like it. It's very affordable. It gives sort of a satiny finish. It's not matte, but it's not sort of dewy, and yeah, I've really been liking this foundation just for like days where I want to look nice but I don't want to use my really expensive foundations. So yeah, I've been loving this. I think it was about £8 or £9, but it is really nice, and it's sort of like a gel texture, so it's really lovely to blend into the skin. And I've been using that with my Real Techniques buffing brush most of the time, or my stippling brush, and yeah, I really like this. And I forgot to say, it's sort of like a medium coverage. You can sort of blend it out so it's quite a light coverage, but I haven't tried to build up to a full coverage, so I'm not sure if you can, but yeah, I'd say it's a good medium coverage. The next favourite is a powder, and this has been a favourite of mine for maybe 2-3 years, and it's the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I'm the shade Silky Beige, and I really do love this powder. It's not too matte, but it really does control any shine you have, and I just like to put it sort of in the middle of my face and leave my cheeks quite dewy. And yeah, I've really been liking this. It's very affordable and it does the job, and I do have the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, but I find myself reaching for this more, so definitely pick that up if you're looking for a new powder. The next thing I'm going to show you, I forgot to mention when I did sort of the skincare, but it's the NYX Rev de Mille lip balm, and I've really been liking this. I use it mainly in the evenings. I sometimes use it in the morning if I'm not going to be applying lipstick for a while, but yeah, I've really been liking this. It smells so nice. It smells like honey, and it's really thick. It's quite expensive. I think it was £9.50, but I do think it's worth it, and it really does fix dry chapped lips. The next things I've been loving are Real Techniques brushes, and three that I have to show you here are the buffing brush, the setting brush, and the contour brush. And I do have sort of most of the Real Techniques brushes, but these are my favourite. Like, these are ones that I don't think I could live without. The others I could probably switch out, but I really do love these. And the buffing brush I use to apply my foundation. The setting brush I use to sort of set my concealer and anywhere that I want a bit more powdered, sort of like my chin or my nose or something. And then the contour brush I use for contouring and also for highlighting. So yeah, I've been loving these three brushes. And the next brush I've been loving is MAC 217 brush, and I've been using this for sort of blending my eyeshadow and sort of maybe applying like a colour in the crease, and yeah, it really does a job, and I really do love it, and I'm thinking to get another one because they're so good for blending. The next things I'm going to show you are some highlights and contour products, and the first one I've been loving is the Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Powder in Candlelight, and everyone and their mother has been raving about this on YouTube, and I really can see why. It's a gorgeous powder. I have no idea why I still have the box, but I have a thing about keeping packaging. I have no idea why. But yeah, it's in this lovely red packaging, and you open it up and it has a huge mirror, which is great for travelling, and it just has the powder, and it's such a beautiful powder. It's quite natural looking. I don't have it on today actually, so I can't show you, but I think I had it on in my last video, so you can go check that out. And yeah, it's a lovely powder. It is so expensive, it's £36, but I've been using it so much that I can just justify the price. And yeah, been loving this. And if you're looking for a luxury product, I would definitely say get this, and I really do love my highlights, so I definitely love this product. And the next product I've been loving is the Sleek Face Contour Kit, and mine is in medium, and I've been loving the contour shade out of this the most. I've used it for contouring today, and I find it gives such a strong contour look without looking too orange or anything, and I've been reaching for this over my MAC contour, which is in Harmony, I think. But yeah, I really do love this. I have the highlight and the contour on today. I do like the highlight, but I prefer the contour. But yeah, this is a really great affordable product. I think it's about £6 and you can get it online. I'm not sure if you can still get it in Superdrug, but if you can, then pick it up because yeah, it is great. Sticking on the face theme, I've been loving this MAC blush in Desert Rose. And as it says, it's a really lovely rosy colour. It's kind of, I don't know, muted. It's not really bright and I really have been loving it. It's, wow. Okay, so I have moisturiser on my hand, so it's come out really bright, but it is this really lovely colour and you can build it up or leave it quite sheer, and yeah, I really like this. Next, I'm going to move on to sort of eye products, and the first thing I've been loving is the Clinique Chubby Stick for Eyes in Fuller Fudge, and this is really amazing. It's so simple to use because it's just like a pencil. You can just draw it on your eyes, and I blend it out with my MAC 217 and sometimes put a bit of a colour in the crease, which I'm going to show you next. And yeah, I really do love this product. As you can see, it's a really lovely sort of bronzy shimmery colour, but it's not too shimmery, and it's so soft and it blends out really easily, and it just can either be applied quite thick or can be sort of sheared out just for like a wash of colour. And yeah, I've been loving this. It was £16, which I think is quite good considering you get quite a lot of product. And the next thing is this MAC eyeshadow in the shade Embark, and it's a really lovely brown colour. I would say it's like a purpley brown, and I've been loving it with the Clinique Chubby Stick just to sort of put in the crease, and yeah, I've been really liking this. It's sort of it's quite a dark brown. I shouldn't have put it on this finger, but yeah, it's a really dark brown, but when you apply it, it can be sort of blended out to be kind of sheer or really built up. And the next thing I've been loving is a palette, and it's a Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay, and this palette is so handy. I haven't used it all that much, but I have really been loving the highlight shade in Venus, and I've been using this even when I'm not using the rest of the palette. I've been reaching for it, and I've also been loving Faint and Naked too. And yeah, they're just really lovely colours, and this palette was about £20, which I think is quite good for 6 Urban Decay shades. The next eye thing that I've been loving is the Revlon Grow Luscious Plumping Mascara, and I'm not using this today. No, I'm not. I'm using my L'Oreal one, but I have really been loving this mascara. I've been using it so often, and it's so quick and easy, and the brush is absolutely huge, but I find it works perfectly fine. It's not so good for your bottom lashes, but I don't apply bottom lash mascara as often now. So yeah, I really do love this mascara. And the final thing for eyes is the Sleek Twist Up Eye Pencil in Chocolate, and I've been liking this for sort of lining my waterline and maybe lining my upper lash line just to give my eyes a bit more depth. And it's a really lovely chocolatey colour. It's really creamy and easy to use, and I've been preferring it over black just because it's a little bit more subtle and I think it suits my eyes better. So yeah, I've been liking this, and it's quite affordable, and again, you can get this off the Sleek website, or I think you can get it in Superdrug, but I'm not sure if they still do it. The next things I've been loving are lipsticks, and in particular MAC lipsticks, and I just have 2 to show you here out of my collection. And the first one is Velvet Teddy, and it's a lovely nude shade. It's quite a dark nude, but I think it really suits my skin tone, and it's kind of pinky peachy. It's not sort of a brownie it's not sort of a brownie nude, but yeah, I've really been loving it, and I think it goes well with my skin tone as an everyday nude. And the next one I have to show you is Plumful, and it's sort of a purpley pinky colour, and it's a luster finish, so it's not all that like matte or pigmented, but it's really lovely and moisturising, and I have it on today. And yeah, I really like this lipstick as well. And the Velvet Teddy is a matte finish, but I don't find it's too drying, so that's always a plus. And then the penultimate thing is the Sally Hansen Insta Dry Anti-Chip Top Coat, and this is my favourite top coat at the moment. I haven't tried the Seche Vite one, which is meant to be good. I do have it, but I haven't opened it just because I don't see the point if it's going to dry out, and I've been loving this one. And yeah, it's really quick and easy. It dries your nails so quick, and yeah, it's really lovely, and it's glossy. I have it over this nail varnish today. I'm not sure if you can tell. This nail varnish is quite matte normally, so this one just makes it nice and glossy. And the last thing I have to show you is my Chanel Coco Mademoiselle perfume, and I love this. I got it for my birthday and I've been wearing it nearly every day since, except from school, so I don't really want to waste it. But yeah, I've been reaching for this over my Marc Jacobs Daisy, and yeah, I really love it. I'm not going to attempt to describe the scent too fully for you, but it's a really lovely sort of grown up but floral and girly scent. So yeah, I've been loving this. It is quite expensive, but as I said, I got it for my birthday. And then the final things are just some silly food favourites, and the first thing is the Tesco sparkling water in lemon and lime, and this tastes exactly like lemonade but with a hint of lime, and it's so yummy. And I find I actually prefer it to lemonade because it's not as fizzy, and obviously it's much better for you with so much less sugar. And yeah, I've been loving drinking that just instead of water and instead of sort of juice. The next thing is a cereal, and I love my cereal. I eat it sort of twice a day, and yeah, I really love it. And the one I have to show you that I've been loving is the Almonds, Oats and More cereal by Nestle, and it's so lovely. I eat this with almond milk. I usually have it with a sweetened one just because it makes it a little bit more sweet, but I do like it with the unsweetened as well. And yeah, I've been really loving that cereal. It's really nice. It's a bit different, so it has the almonds in it and it has sort of crunchy oat bits, and yeah, it's been really enjoyable to eat sort of any time of the day. And I've also been loving Millionaire's shortbread, and I don't have any to show you because I've eaten it all, and I think there is some downstairs, but I don't really want to go get it because then I would definitely eat some more. So yeah, I'm not going to show you that, but I've been really loving it. And yeah, I don't think I really have anything else. Sort of hobby favourite, I guess, is YouTube. I've been really getting back into it, and I've been loving watching YouTube videos, making YouTube videos and everything like that. And yeah, so I've been really loving YouTube lately, and I have lots of videos planned. I was going to do a how to find your perfect foundation video today, but I decided to get my March favourites done so that I could get that up as soon as possible. So my next video will probably be the how to find your perfect foundation, but I'm not sure, don't count on that, it might be something else. So yeah, that's all my favourites, guys. I hope you liked them. If you have any questions, then do leave them below, and check out the down bar because it'll have all the information you need and all my links. And like this video if you liked it, and if you want to see more favourites videos, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and obviously if you like my videos and everything like that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!